transformational thinking is a difficult thing. Jesus teaches us how to think. You've heard me say all the time, you gotta be a thinker. That the thinking man wins every time. The Bible says that we must be renewed by the power, by the spirit of our minds. Ephesians 4:23. You got to think inside and outside the box. You got to make things work for you. You got to learn that even when you've been to prison, even when you have been cast down, and even when you thought you were destroyed, even when you've gone through, that's not the end of your life. That's just one chapter of your story. What makes the story so wonderful is the fact that you cannot bottle your story up because you lost in one chapter. Where would you be because if one chapter did not work out in your life? That's what happens with us. Because when things work out, I got a record, they ain't gonna hire me, and start working for yourself legally. You know how to work, you just got to do it legally. Why don't I do it? Because that takes too much work. That takes too much discipline. Let me tell you something, you're in America, ain't nothing free. You got to work for everything. And so what happens is, and most of the time, and I don't want to characterize churches, Tony, or anything like that, Brandon, I don't want to do that, but I want to say that you have to have a unique nature to understand that you have to have a corporate mentality even as it relates to church. That Jesus is confronted with a situation here. Listen, he's confronted with a situation that simply says, he says that the crowd is so pressed, Antonio, they're pressed, and they want to hear this word. And so this is a time when he don't have a mic system. He don't have a bullhorn. He don't have anything. So Jesus becomes a thinker. He says, how can I, elder, get these people to hear me? This is a priority that I need to get these people taught and trained. So I got to use what's available. What's available? Oh, I see a boat that I'm going to rent from Enterprise. He rents a boat from Enterprise for free. He uses what's available. He uses the water. Jesus didn't say, somebody go build me a podium. Get me a stage. Why? Because the time is now. It is the season and the time now. And so what happens is this, is that when you try to get stuff that ain't available, you put yourself locked up in chains. We go borrow credit card money, payday loan money. And we're still trying to give some money and that, listen, that we keep because of classes. Watch this, it's deep. Because I'm trying to keep up with somebody else. I can't appreciate Walmart no more. I gotta get something I can't afford. That's not using what's available to you. You got to use what's available so you can successfully make it. Does that make sense? Jesus teaches me this lesson as a CEO. He said, watch this. Man, this is how cold Jesus get. Because I would have been like them. Jesus, you take this boat and you take this water. And Jesus said, now I'm going to do what they do, except I'm not going to need no nets to wash it out. Turn it around so I can face the people. Joy, I would have been up. Gee, what you going to do with this boat and this water? Paddle out, turn it. The text don't tell you, Lance, Kevin. He turns it around and he faces the people. And he sit down and start preaching. They got happy, had church. People just like there was a lady all over. Oh! Then they had some church. They church. They churched up in there. With the remarkability of the fact that Jesus took the time to change what water normally do. All he did was said, instead of fishing for fish, I'm going to fish for people. And I ain't gonna need no net because God